All right, we are here. We are talking about another dickless warrior right now, and that is Theon Greyjoy. We're gonna wrap it back around the other way. Townsy, what about Theon? Is he making it or is he out of here?
That boy, Theon been through the ringer. He been through some things. Now, I do think, and I still think he going through some turmoil right now internally, shit. But I still think he has some things to get through. I think he still got. I still think he I don't want to sound sentimental, but he still gotta find himself. He still ain't even. He's still barely a goddamn character. He's still Reek. But I think he gonna survive. He gonna have a little retribution. Probably not nothing important, but he gonna have a little retribution. I don't think he gonna die.
When it comes to Theon Greyjoy, I think Jaime Lannister said it best. Maybe it's just all cocks in the end, and he don't got one. So I don't believe they have a reason for him to stay alive at all, other than his redemption arc, and he's going to do that. If Yara's going to be queen, what else is it for him to be her bodyguard? No, I mean, he already jumped off the ship on her. I'm going to trust him after that. So, I mean, hey, I definitely go with Theon's gonna die.
Listen, this dude did just jump off the ship. He did a five-star frog splash off that ship. You know,
right?
He looked like Jimmy Snooker coming off the rope when he jumped off.
So I mean, like, what else is there? The way he looked, he's like, so I mean, like, I don't know. Where else can you go from there?
He's like, I gotta go. I gotta go. And he just jumped off. Philadelphia, what's going on, man, with Theon Greyjoy, another dickless warrior? Is he gonna take it or die?
Yeah, he did. He gone. But I do believe that chick, that last chick that he nutted up in that boat, I think he got her pregnant, and he lives on through. Or the Greyjoy name lives on through that kid. I think it's gonna be a little boy, and I guess we'll talk about Yara later. But yeah, Theon, he gone. He gone.
Yeah, Theon is a done deal. He's dead. I think he's going to die. Saving Yara, I think like it's gonna be a thing where he goes aboard Euron's ship. He's able to get her out of whatever chain she's in. He gets on the rescue boat, and just before he actually is about to get on the boat himself, Euron hits him in the back with the axe, and he goes overboard. Boom. Done.
All right. Listen, I think every man with no dick dies. Period. I don't think there'll be any man with a dick alive. If you have no dick, you're dead. That's the what's going down in this series, and that's him right there. He's out of here. There's no doubt about it in my mind. I like the fact he's saying he has a kid. That's good possibility that he survives in the kid, but he's out of here. There's no doubt. Theon Greyjoy and all the dickless warriors are all gonna die, and that's the bottom line. All right, we getting down to crunch time. We only have a couple more people. Two more, not more, a little more than a couple, but the big ones is coming up right now. And we're gonna start off with you, Tony, and this is Arya Stark. So it's tough, man. It's a tough one too.
Oh, man.
It's the toughest responding to me because this is my last favorite character that I had as the main character. Is she going to live or is she going to get got?
I think we all gonna agree on this one. Arya Stark is gonna live. She's one of us. We definitely drafted her. So she's gonna live. She's gonna take her ship. She's gonna sail west. She's gonna be in that Nymeria. We talked about this in episode 1. Go check it out. But yeah, man, Arya Stark, the lone wolf, the wandering wolf. She's gonna live. She's gonna see everything she ever wanted to see.
No doubt. We definitely put the M&M on her, and we took her under our wing. There's no doubt about it. She's one of us, without a doubt. Duff, what are you thinking about Arya Stark?
Killing Arya Stark would be not only like dumb, thematically, narratively, is actually unacceptable to kill Arya Stark. Like it just really is. So there's no way I could see them writing that. It doesn't even like like serve the purpose of dramatic effect. Like you there's no way the story ends up bittersweet. You did that. It would just be bad. So like for that reason, like it's no way. I don't know that she goes to the West. I know that was kind of like foreshadowed, but I don't know. I got to think about that one, but no way she dies.
All right, Don Willow, we seen Arya Stark come out with pictures with bloody shoes. She posted them herself. Is Arya Stark going to make it, or is she getting got?
Maisie is a true.
Listen, Arya Stark gotta live. You know, you can't kill off Arya. She's already been through the ringer as it was. She's come out on the other side as one of the greatest warriors in the show. You done killed off enough kids as it is. You can't just keep on killing all the damn kids. All right. I already said Brandon's gonna wind up getting got. So Arya gotta survive.
I feel you on that right there. Towns, what's good with Arya?
So first off, Arya Stark is coming to the cookout. So that's why she gotta, that's the first reason she gotta live. Second, and I do agree, she is one of the last kids in the show. I don't think she's gonna be able to grow up as like a regular child does, but she's gonna be the one that be able to grow up, with the new generation, to be able to teach them. Well, back how we was saying that there's always gonna be that, there's always gonna be that person that you be able to have your back. I think Arya's gonna grow up to be that person that's always gonna have your back. I do think Arya's gonna live, and yeah.
I feel you on that. Listen, Arya's gonna live. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. The Wandering Wolf will wander. You know what I mean? I cannot see her dying at all. It doesn't make any sense to kill her after all she's been through. Just to kill her would just be a bad storytelling. I just can't see her dying whatsoever. I don't want to see her die whatsoever. Maybe a little biased on this, but I just cannot see Arya Stark going out whatsoever. All right, we are going to start, for the ill depth, our special guest right here, and that is going to be Sansa Stark. Is Sansa Stark going to make it, or is Sansa Stark going to get got?
My man Don Tony Teflon is not going to like what I'm about to say, but Miss Sansa Stark does not survive this. There is no way, just from my reading of the story, what I'm seeing as far as what is being foreshadowed, I do not see Sansa Stark making it to the end here. I break down the types of characters on Game of Thrones into two categories. You have basically honor characters, embodied through the Neds, the Robs, the Johns and all that. Then you got the clever characters. Sansa Stark is one who was raised amongst the honorable characters, but then she was influenced by the clever characters. I believe basically every clever character is going to get got. And I believe that Sansa Stark will go the route of these clever characters. She's going to do something. She's not going to go along with the program that the people there have. She's going to think she's smarter than everybody. She don't respect Jon. She thinks he's just like her, like Ned. She thinks he's dumb. She's not going to like Dany coming in, looking the way she looked with all that power and all that. It's like they're going to start some drama, and Sansa's going to do something that's going to lead to her own demise, similar to how she just could not help herself. Trying to make the political move, which led to her direwolf lady dying. So for that reason, I believe she follows the path of her direwolf, and she just doesn't make it.
All right, don't like that, but hey, I respect your opinion, brother. Don Willie, what's good with Sansa Stark?
I did say that one redhead had to make it. There are only two we know of. I already said the other one was going to die. So, Sansa Stark has to live. I think there are many foreshadowings that she is going to wind up maneuvering her way to the throne somehow. She has always wanted to be queen, literally since episode number 1, when she found out that she was going to be marrying Joffrey. I think she's going to be one of the last people that has been there from episode 1 to make it all the way to the end of the series. Whether or not she will be a good queen, we have no idea. But I do think that she will end up... as much as I hate to say this, I think she will possibly end up on the Iron Throne. Not just be a queen of some part of the kingdom, but actually the queen of Westeros. And I don't necessarily like it because I've always hated Sansa Stark. But, you know, look, man, I got to go with what the evidence is showing me.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. Townsy, how you feel about Sansa?
I think for me, Sansa is like two halves of those sisters that was in the Starks, got separated, went through the turmoil, all that. Obviously, they went through their different versions of such, but they both went through their turmoil, and they both, you know what I mean, they are here now. And I've always thought both of them was going to live through that, and I still think both of them are going to live through that. So I do think Sansa Stark's going to live now. Whether she gets that, I don't know if she possibly gets the Iron Throne or not. That was always something that was always teetered on my mind. But I do think it's something that she'd end up wanting. I do think, my bad. I do think that she somewhat has gotten to one of those cunning types of characters that are trying to weasel her way up to the throne. But I think, you know what I mean, being surrounded by her family again, I do think she's susceptible of who she's around. So I do think that, you know what I mean, put her back in the right seat. So I do think Sansa's going to end up living.
Well, I never liked Sansa. If you want me to be real, Sansa was one of those characters that always, every time I just heard her talk, she was saying something stupid. So it was like, you know, so I never liked Sansa. But throughout the characters and all her, throughout the seasons and stuff, and through all her turmoil and everything she's been through, you started to feel like you feel for her. So yeah, I started to feel for Sansa. But the last few seasons showing that Cersei side of Sansa that I admire, actually, in a way. I kind of admire it in a way. So I believe that Sansa is going to live, but I also believe she's going to live to play the Game of Thrones all over again, because people think that the Game of Thrones is going to stop. But somebody's going to be there to continue the cycle, just like in real life. There's always circles. Things just go full circles. And she's going to be a part of that.
I hear you. Listen, y'all all know how I feel about this. You heard my theory videos. If you're a fan of Teflon TV, you know what it is. Sansa's sitting on a throne. She ain't going nowhere. I put the bank on that, man. I bet that would be the most shocking death to me of any character that there could be. There's no way I could see this chick who went down to King's Landing, got beat and almost stripped naked, to come from that to get raped just to die. And there's no way I could see that possibly happening. And no way. This is Game of Thrones, so anything's possible. But I just do not see it being feasible in any way of Sansa Stark dying. She has to sit the Iron Throne when this is all said and done. That's just the way I see it, and I can't move off it. And that's where it is. We're gonna start here right now with Don Willie on this one. Don Willie, we're gonna talk about the Onion Knight right here. Is the Onion Knight, so Davos Seaworth, going to make it, or is the Onion Knight going to die?
I think Sir Davos has to make it. You know, somebody has to get home. Okay, the man has been out there serving with all these different people for all his damn time. He done lost most of his sons, and in fact, in the show, all of his damn sons. His wife ain't seen him in forever. The man needs to go home. Let the man go home. He's got to live. I don't think you can actually have Davos dying. He's one of the few honorable men who has always done the right thing. And think about it. He almost died during the Battle of Blackwater. He almost died at what was it? Not Hardhome. At freaking Battle of the Bastards. Look, there's been, too many close calls with him in situations where he should have died. But again, I think the fact that he has been the righteous man for all this time is the one thing that wound up saving him. And that is the difference between him and Jorah, for anyone who might be like, oh, but Jorah survived all that time. Yeah, but Jorah was not a righteous man. So, I think, the righteous man lives this one out. And Sir Davos is going to finally get to go home to his wife in Flea Bottom and hopefully even get a better place after this is all over.
Oh, as long as there ain't another man up in there and he walks in on something, let's hope not. Townsy, how you feel about Sir Davos? He's been going for a while. People got need.
I feel you. Nah, Sir Davos, man. I do feel. Sir Davos, he gotta go back to his family. I do think Sir Davos is gonna live like you were saying. I do think he was an honorable man. One of the ones that'll be able. He was one of the ones that'll be able to live through. Tell the story. I do think he definitely fought hard. He been fighting hard this whole time. Has had his close calls. I think Sir Davos is gonna live. He gonna go home.
Man, we talked about Sir Davos before also, and y'all know how I feel about that. I want Sir Davos to live. What y'all say? His wife was already getting piped down, so he has to go home. I mean, he's already taken too many L's, man. He already lost his son to the Blackwater and still continues. So, I mean, he's a trooper. He's done what was right. He's done everything he needs to for both his kings. And yes, you do need to go home.
I feel you. Io Duff, what do you feel about Sir Davos?
I can see Sir Davos is tough for me because I can see it either way. I can see Sir Davos living on because he's one of those characters that I think has the vision that can be utilized when the rebuild happens. After everything is destroyed and you need to rebuild, you need certain types of characters. I think Davos is one of those. So I can see that. But at the same time, a lot of fans love the guy, man. And that episode 3, man, that joint got me thinking they gonna knock off a lot of fan favorites. Not main character fan favorites, but them sentimental fan favorites. And he might be, I can see him be a victim of that. So for me, it's either way with Davos. I can see either one of those two things.
I feel, listen, Sir Davos is all we got left for the Stannis fans. He's the only one I got left there, so I can't see Sir Davos going just for that reason alone.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
We have to have him still representing Stannis for rafting. We have to have someone there representing for Stannis, and that's Sir Davos when it's all said. I think Sir Davos makes a great hand of the king if he can make it. I think he'd be perfect for that role. I know a lot of people say Tyrion. I think Davos is the true hand of the king. Stannis named him that. I think that he is the man to do that job when it's all said and done. So I think Sir Davos lives. Now we are down to the last 5 people, and this is the top 5 people right here. So let's get this thing popping. We're going to start with the Lannisters straight up. I think we all agree about Cersei. Maybe we don't. I think it's really of how when it's all said and done. Is she going to get got? And if so, how?
I mean, listen, I think there's absolutely no question that she is going to get got. The how. So many options. You got Arya because she was on the list. You got Euron. You got Tyrion, but I'm going to take Tyrion out of contention because I do think that they made a deal. Look, I'm going to go with Jaime. I think that at the end of it, she said that they came into this world together. They're going to leave together. I think that's going to be true. I think that at the end of it, Jaime is going to be like, yo, look, I don't care that you are carrying my child. I don't care that it's the future of House Lannister. I think that Jaime is going to wind up killing Cersei, and that'll be, kind of like the poetic ending or whatever may have you. But yeah, man, Cersei is out of here. My prediction by Jaime's hand.
Cersei Lannister. excuse me, I got this feeling they're going to give it to Arya, even though I think it's corny because it's too heavily foreshadowed. I mean, she just straight up said it. But I mean, I see them doing that. But honestly, what I think may happen, there's two ways. If she marries Euron, he definitely gonna kill her. If she do that, like marries that man, he's definitely gonna kill her. But what I'm thinking is they may not have that marriage happen, and somehow she gets Euron first. They might do it like that, and she might feel like she's done with him, kill him somehow, and then Arya gets to kill him. But she's definitely dying.
When it comes to Cersei Lannister, yes, I do believe we are going to agree. She's going to die. There's no hint. Like, there's no debate in that. How? Man. I have to go with the Jaime Lannister theory on him being the one that's going to be able to take her out. Because, yeah, like she said, they came in this world together. They're going to go out. But the going out part, I'm not sure about that. She's probably going to go out by herself. And it's not no Romeo and Juliet type situation. You know, she's going to be heartbroken when she's died. And Jaime's just going to be looking at her like, yeah, that's it, man. You always thought about yourself, you're going to die by yourself.
Yeah, y'all already know Cersei going down. But I am on the bandwagon, on the Jaime bandwagon. Kingslayer turned Queenslayer, yeah. Yeah, he definitely gonna take I've been saying it for a while. I would think Cersei gonna play herself, try to do something underhanded, but obviously the person that's gonna have to, to be the one to stop her is Jaime. He didn't change, but like she said, they gonna die together. He changed, but he kind of he already got that fate. A lot of people, everybody already think about Jaime, what they already think about Jaime. Yeah, it's what it is, and I do think that Brienne might help it. Brienne might help his name a little bit, but as of right now, I do think he's gonna go. I think he's gonna go out with her, but that's just not mine. But I think she's gonna die. I think he's gonna kill her.
All right. In dealing with Cersei Lannister, obviously, I wish she wouldn't die. I really think it'd be a better story if she made it to the end. That no one would see that coming. But there's no doubt that she has to die. So how will she die? In the books, I'm 100% behind Gray Area's theory that Euron Greyjoy will kill her. But as I said, for the show purposes, when you deal with these actors, I don't think that actor is big enough to kill an actor the magnitude of Lena Headey. I just think she's too big for him to kill. So how she goes out is it's hard for me to predict. Jaime Lannister, will he strangle her? I really thought it should be Euron, but will it give it to Jaime? Will Jaime be able to make it from the Battle of Winterfell all the way down to King's Landing and then strangle his sister with one hand? Maybe they do that. I don't really know. In all honesty, I can't give a prediction of her death at this particular time because I really am on board with the Euron Greyjoy situation. But I think that she will take out Euron Greyjoy, as I said in the other video. And I don't know if they'll allow Jaime Lannister. But Jaime Lannister does seem fitting. Arya Stark wearing Jaime's face seems fitting. I predicted a long time ago that it would be Arya Stark wearing Stannis Baratheon's face, and that would be it. But obviously, we're not going to see that. Just like I predicted over 5 years ago that it would be Cersei to hook up with Euron Greyjoy, but everyone laughed at me. You could check the date on that video, and that all went down. So I can't really, if I gun to my head, I'm gonna say Jaime Lannister is the one to get it done to take her out. I would have to say that that's the way it would go down. But now, since we talked about Jaime Lannister, let's continue with Jaime Lannister right down on this situation. We start with Eldelph. What are you thinking here for Jaime Lannister? Is he the Kingslayer? Is
man.
Place for him in the New World, or is he just out of here?
Yeah, man. Jaime Lannister, he's going to be the biggest casualty that episode 3 there in Winterfell. That's going to be the thing that makes that, because they got to knock off some people to make that episode hurt. And just Winterfell getting destroyed, and that ain't going to be enough. Just knocking off Tormund, people like that. They have to get one of the big 7 or big 5. And I believe that'll be Jaime. And I also believe Jaime dying in episode 3 is part of what's going to make Cersei even crazier. When she get that news that Jaime died, that episode 3, that's going to drive her to another level. And I believe that that's what they're going to do. They're going to take that type of drama and use it.
Jaime Lannister will survive. I think he's done everything he can. We all know the journey. We know what he's been through. Yes, we don't agree with a lot of stuff he's done, but when it's all said and done, I think he more than made up for that, if anything. And I think he's gonna write it. I think he's gonna write his own deeds in the book because he has to. Barristan Selmy, like he didn't want to. He looked down on him. Everybody else looked down on him, but he's definitely gonna do it himself. So I believe he's gonna survive.
Kind of already low-key said a little bit what I felt about Jaime Lannister. I think he gonna die. Kingslayer turned Queenslayer. Yeah, I do think he's gonna die. I do think Brienne is gonna write down his deeds. Now, that way, the world remembers him somebody different than what they remember him as he was living. I do think he'll be one of those. As he was living, they thought of him one way, but now that he's gone. Not now that he's gone, but now he's gone, and now y'all know how Jaime really is. He made up for it, what he was. I think Jaime's gonna go, but I think it's gonna be whatever it is. It's gonna be very normal.
Okay, so this one is gonna be, a little kind of crazy, but I think that Cersei is gonna wind up killing Jaime. It's gonna be one of those things where, Cersei winds up stabbing Jaime, and then Jaime turns around and chokes the life out of her. So I think that that's what's going to happen with that one. She's going to fatally stab Jaime somewhere, and the last thing that happens to him, is going to be him choking her, and they're going to die in each other's arms.
That makes a lot of sense. I can see that happen all day. I can't see Jaime Lannister surviving. This man has too much blood in his hands to survive. Not only did he push Bran out the window, I think things that people forget about is this is the man who killed his own cousin to try to escape, right? So when you deal with someone who's just disgusting like he has been, as Stannis Baratheon said, a good deed does not wash away the bad, nor does a bad deed wash away the good. I cannot see Jaime Lannister making it. I think that somehow, when it's all said and done, I see him dying, not in the arms. I know he wants to die in the arms of the woman he loves, but I see Jaime Lannister somehow getting blown up by some wildfire, than just getting roasted alive in some wildfire situation. That's how I see him going out. He prevented that from the Mad King. I think that this is how he will die in the end. When it's all said and done with his death, I think that he will die that way. That's the way I see Jaime Lannister going out.